walk up here to is Walk On by U2. Not only have I been in love with Bono since I was 14, which is sad when everybody was loving New Kids on the Block, I was like, political issues, yay, Bono! Yeah, I was nerdy. But I love my nerdiness. But the song actually played when I graduated from Columbia School of International and Public Affairs. When we were sitting waiting to walk out to hear Christopher Reeve speak, they played that song, and we were reminded, despite the fact we spent 2 years of being told that it was our job to go out and change the world. And we were reminded again by Christopher Reeve, who sat in his wheelchair with a breathing machine that he was not able to live without, that he admired us and admired what we were about to go and do, which stayed with me ever since that day in 2001. I was later lucky to work with the human rights activist who that song was about, Aung San Suu Kyi, who's under house arrest in Burma because of her speaking out against the government there and trying to give people their rights. And I learned from her that the greatest gift I think that you can leave on this earth is you doing something to bring change. And I thought to myself, what am I doing to bring change in my own community? I was helping people in Liberia and South Africa, in the Eastern Europe and former Soviet Union to bring change to their governments and countries, but I really wasn't doing much to bring change here in this country. And I moved back to New Haven, deciding to get involved in politics, and no one wanted to talk to me because my background is international and couldn't understand where I fit in. And the Young Democrats allowed for the opportunity for me to get involved and to technically fit in when I know that I did more than just fit in. And I started working on campaigns, and I started networking, and actually it was Carrie Zepps who encouraged me to run for president of the New Haven chapter. So I have to thank her for being a source of encouragement when you kind of think things are pretty crappy and you don't think change can happen. But they can. And I went in, I got involved, and I really loved the people I worked with. And I guess I ask you today, why are you here? And I hope it's to bring change. We see so many people here today, and I hope we continue to see all of us working together to bring change, not only into this chapter, but to elect another, get a Democratic president in the White House, which we know that we can do, and us here on the ground and going to other states to make that happen. I'd like to see a Democratic governor. I don't know about you, and I don't, but I kind of like to see that a Democratic governor here up at the Capitol, and I'd like to see our supermajority stay in place.
Well, I decided to run for co-president because young people of all political affiliations in Connecticut need this organization. As the mayor of West Hartford and friend of mine, Scott Slifka, just said, the Democratic Party is no longer just the party of equality. We are now also the party of reason. A strong Connecticut Young Democrats will be the organization in Connecticut that will fight for our generation. We have the opportunity in the ground, in Hartford, and down in D.C. to make our voices heard. And if I am elected your co-president, I promise you, we will be heard. Now, I don't have to tell you that our organization needs to be a strong and successful force for young people. You are the Connecticut Young Democrats, and you know what we need. You know we need to continue to grow our current chapters and create new ones. Help more young Democrats run and win for office. Motivate more young Dems to get out and vote. Promote legislation that affects young people, and so on. I know you know what we need and why we need it. I am asking for your support today so that I can lead us in getting to that place. I don't pretend it will be easy. I know it's going to be a lot of hard work and time. I know I don't have all the answers, and I know I need every one of you's help in doing this job. It's going to take every one of us united as a team for the common cause of helping this organization reach its true potential. But I pledge to you today that if I am your next president, I will always listen and consider everyone's opinions. Put this organization's interest always above my own. Not be influenced by naysayers or pessimists. Make the organization a top priority in my life. Assist our chapters in succeeding. Build key relationships with public officials, the state and national party, and Young Democrats of America. Raise the needed funds necessary. Never steer away from the principles of the Democratic Party, and never back down for fighting for the rights of young people. I look forward to the opportunity to be your next co-president and work with you all.